Hey Froxers, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's your boy FROX, and today I'm gonna talk about Drew McIntyre. Why, I'm gonna, you know what, Froxers, I have a question for WWE. Why WWE is ruining Drew McIntyre, or why WWE is burying Drew McIntyre? We recently saw Drew McIntyre lost to Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, and it was the second time. First time he lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestlePalooza, and now second time at Saturday night's main event. You know what, Frosters? We all were, it was, I think it was pretty much confirmed that, Drew McIntyre is gonna dethrone, Drew McIntyre is gonna finally dethrone Cody Rhodes and become the new undisputed champion. Because, the conditions are like that. There are stipulations that, they're pretty much confirming that Drew McIntyre is finally gonna dethrone Cody Rhodes and gonna win WWE Undisputed Championship. And we all were, excited for that. That is why I think that is the main reason most of the people would have tuned, Saturday night's main event, because this is a garbage show. WWE has been consistently producing, disaster Saturday night's main event show. But talking about this Saturday night's main event, I was kind of excited because there are four championship matches. One of them this looks like a really good match. I think Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes was a unpredictable match, and it was I think it seems to be very likely that Drew McIntyre is gonna finally dethrone Cody Rhodes and become the new undisputed champion, and that is why I tuned Saturday night's main event. But what I saw, that was another disaster show by WWE TKO Triple H. After WrestlePalooza, after WWE delivering that, after watching that disaster, their so-called main event, so-called big show of this year 2025 WrestlePalooza, this show was another disaster. But anyway, that was not my point. My point is why WWE is burying Drew McIntyre like this. I think, Froxers, as far as I think, there's a simple and clear reason about this, is that is favoritism. We all know favoritism rules in this company. We can say favoritism rule in this company. Triple H has his own favorites. We all know that. He has a couple of favorites, for example, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Overbooked Stratton, Rhea Bloody Ripley, his pet puppet Sami Zayn, who was, I think, one of the biggest jobbers on the roster SmackDown. That dude is literally pathetic. Worse, Sami Zayn sucks, man. Anyway, so he has his own favorites on SmackDown, this company, and he only pushes his favorite superstars. For example, Tiffany Stratton. For example, let's take Tiffany Stratton, for example. Tiffany Stratton has got, Tiffany Stratton reign as a Women's World Championship has surpassed over, I think, 300 days. So you can see Tiffany Stratton, who barely wrestled, who just fight Nia Jax multiple times in his complete reign, who just hold this that thing for 300 plus days, while Drew McIntyre, who's more talented, more charismatic, more more stronger, more charismatic, more overall good than Tiffany Stratton, is not getting a push in WWE. You know what, Frosters, but I think it was pretty much clear that Triple H hates Drew McIntyre, because I think he's a Vince McMahon's creation. If you don't know, guys, Drew McIntyre, I think Drew McIntyre was created completely, entirely by Vince McMahon, because I think it was 2019 when Vince McMahon really start pushing, Drew McIntyre. He won Royal Rumble 2020. He made an event in WrestleMania 2020. He even had beaten Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying? Drew McIntyre has beaten up Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania 2020, and now at this moment, Drew McIntyre is that now WWE has, at this time, WWE has made him a jobber who is losing to Cody Rhodes in 2 times in a span of 2 or 3 months. That's what they're doing with the Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying, Frosters? Like, this company sucks. Triple H sucks. We all know that. He doesn't deserve, Frosters? Drew McIntyre, WWE doesn't, Drew McIntyre doesn't need a WWE. WWE needs really, really good charismatic superstars like Drew McIntyre. He's a Scottish warrior. He's a really good superstar. And I'll be honest. I'm being honest with you, Frosters. He's charismatic. He can put on he's charismatic. He can put on banger matches. He has a really good mic skills. He can make rivalry, babbler. He can make rivalry, more intense and all that stuff. He can do literally everything. But in this company, I don't think he has a bright future because the head of the creative, Triple Fraud, hates Drew McIntyre. It's pretty much clear, okay? Just let's be honest with ourselves. It's pretty much clear, okay? Triple Fraud hates Drew McIntyre, and it's pretty much clear, okay? Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? I think Drew, but you know what, Frosh, the thing is that Triple H hates every creation of Vince McMahon. He did the same thing with Austin Theory. We all know that Austin Theory, who was at a point of time, he was one of the really rising star of this company. Austin Theory has won. I think Austin Theory has won WWE's United States Championship. I think he has also won Money in the Bank, and I think he's also he beaten John Cena at WrestleMania. I think he has accomplished a really, really good accomplishment in WWE. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? But what did Triple H does with him? But what Triple H did with him, he buried Austin Theory like he's doing the same thing with Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's the same thing. Triple H hates Vince McMahon. Triple H hates Vince McMahon's creation. WWE superstars like Drew McIntyre, Austin Theory, Finn Balor, and a lot of superstars, and so on, so on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. And I think there is I think there are two basically reasons for why WWE is burying Drew McIntyre. First of all, favoritism. I think Drew McIntyre is you know what, guys, Frox, it seems to be pretty much obvious. Drew McIntyre is not one of the favorites of Triple H, okay? Let's be clear. Let's make it clear, okay? He's not Triple H favorites, okay? One of favorite superstar. He's a Vince McMahon creation. We all know that. So I think that is why he's not gonna, he's not gonna get a push in WWE. I don't think he has a bright future in this company. So I think Drew McIntyre should leave this company and go back to any other promotion like AEW or any other promotion, because he's not gonna do anything meaningful in this company. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think that are the two basically points for me that I think why WWE or Triple H is burying buried Drew McIntyre. And I don't think the condition with Drew McIntyre is gonna be get better in the future, because he's not gonna get anything. You just mark my words. Drew McIntyre is not gonna get anything in the WWE. He'll better to just Drew McIntyre better to just leave this company and go to any other promotion, and he can be a really big superstar for that promotion. Okay, so that's where it is. All right, Frosher. So yeah, I think that was my take on why WWE is burying. Why WWE has buried Drew McIntyre completely. He was a really good superstar. We all know that. I love Drew McIntyre. He was a charismatic guy. So like I've already told you, he's a really good superstar. He can be, the next big thing. He can be the big face of the company again. He already proved that. He won the Royal Rumble match. He main evented WrestleMania. He even won, I think, WWE Championship another time. But as I said, Frosters, he doesn't. I don't see a bright future of Drew McIntyre in this company. So he's better just to leave this company and just go back to any other promotion. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, all right, Frosters, I'm done. I think I'm gonna after watching Drew McIntyre's booking in WWE, I'm gonna watching something fun to cleanse my soul. All right, Frosters. So yeah, till next time, stay awesome. Have a good day. Bye.